Okay, Ebusuaye customer mind back during the vetting of Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and the vetting na vetting time appointing as Foreign Affairs Ministry on afenyo markings banter na koswana NPP minority omon pese omobe approve ne vetting process na ekoye bibi owa afenyo markings such as a banter between Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa asembiasi na saa asemna esi no nuntina ye pese ye customer mind back during that vetting na ye ba ye desire seminars in about to so gossip politics so abuzua unsubscribe ya subscribe like and share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi abuzua momi yankwa share sa vet na koso no ebia wanya bia nhwe na ye koba ye de aka about to so.
Chairman, you see, we are in this public enterprise together. This is a nominee who, desirous of protecting the public purse, holding people accountable, is able to inquire into how people earn their salaries, especially public officers, how people acquire properties and all. I think that it is only fair. For instance, in this inquisition, at least he came as prepared as possible with my own land that I have owned for over 25 years, which is good.
And that's not only what I have, by the way.
No problem. No. Provide, honorable member. I am happy. I'm happy for you to share with the public all that you have on me. Read them aloud. No, please read them aloud. Honorable members, I want you, because you brought it up, I want you to share with the public all the properties that I have that you have uncovered, including my bank account. Share with the public. I'm happy for you to share. No, I want you to share because I want it to disclose. I am right here. No, I am right here. I am right here. I want you to disclose to the public all the properties that I own that you have.
Honorable Minority Leader, remember, I am the chair of the committee. If you ask a question that relates to that, fine. I can even overrule the question. So please, you are not allowed to mention the others unless the need arose. Proceed.
Honorable member, as part of your inquisition on me, did you discover some other properties that I own apart from what you have already mentioned? Which search result you shared? Are there others that you were able to uncover?
Is there inquisition in the first place, or you just gather information?
Don't worry, I will put it right if I should use gathered information.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I will disclose what I have at the right time. We are all following our strategy. You have a strategy, I have my strategy. So let's stick to our strategies.
So good. So, honorable nominee, as part of the information you've gathered thus far, the ones that you have gathered about me, can you disclose them to the public apart from what you have discovered?
I cannot at this point.
This person, Ablakwa, knows that I, Kwame, here will be the last to stand against his political progress. Never. Yes, Mr. Speaker, I will never. Those who know me and know me well know me and what I stand for. I am a politician like you. I will not be the one to be pursuing you. I will not. But to the extent that you do not spare your colleagues, Mr. Speaker, especially during the vetting, I found it very strange that Mr. Ablakwa apparently took the car loan of 2021 because he's on record, both on social media and traditional media, questioning the car loan that MPs take. And he's used the word, it was unconscionable. When I asked the question, he said that 2013, he took...
Okay, Abusuya. Okudzeto Ablakwa ne vetting no eno honsem ena mokokokoshe no na asembe na esi mobekaya Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa ono ena eye foreign affairs ministry ena se eba se Ghana MPs na omutu kwan ya ne nchen na omukọ na visa nsensem no se approve nsensem no ono ayede wa approve and during NPP tenure during NDC eba power no omu revoke eye MPs ni na former ministers MOBA diplomatic passports omo oda obia say omfa service diplomatic passports enye den embrana abusia NPP minority saade omo ye no during the vetting no abusia ene omo pe passport e de atukwan Okudzeto Ablakwa ho ena omo ko akwakosre passport na achese wa stamp so anase wa approve e de ayeden e de amom na approve na eyese wa approve mom no abusia papa no also approve ne approve china we refuse omo diplomatic passport no na we na hopes na doye e de ho nsem bia ba beto a o kire se NPP ne oma na omo ye no na omo nim se ebe affect omo mrebi na eni kwan se Okudzeto Ablakwa o sign sa anase o approve sa passport no oma obia diplomatic passport ontwa obia ambo mema ne ma obia diplomatic passport bia abuzia momia ko na yenkonkoti ensema Hopsin adoye editudia na Hopsin asema woka no ni nyina ekwa akosi se ewiase no se otobo ebo ban esanso ebebowa abusua aha eyekwase politics so unsubscribe ya subscribe like and share ma afufron so ensa into me and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that there are any updates be ever dropping or habiano onso onsa ebetumi akabi medamase.
I was telling I was saying it that if I were Ablakwa, you know, they boycotted Ablakwa's vetting, his approval. They said no, they are not going to approve him, this and that. But you know, when their passport expires, they run to Ablakwa, do it for us. When they need a visa to travel, they go to Ablakwa, do it for us.
They are only assessing state institutions.
Pardon me?
They are assessing state institutions, right?
Which MP will even need visa to travel?
You say what?
They use service passport already, so they need visa from Okudzeto.
You see, you don't even know how the system works. You don't even know. If you have service passport, does it mean you can use service passport to travel to America without a visa? And if wait.
That they will not deny visa.
Wait.
Why would they?
Maybe you don't know maybe you don't know the system.
They will not be denied.
Wait. Maybe you don't know the system. Even if you want to renew, it will go through the minister for the approval. Are you getting it? If you want to travel, the minister will give approval that you add a note verbal to their application so that you don't go and queue. Then they will do it for you.
But is that not due you because you're a member of parliament?
So, unfortunately, I will make an intro this way. Based on his logic, you prefer a transparent government that has put out an information that the Chief Justice is visiting another arm of government. Don't forget, even at the Supreme Court, no single judge sits on the case. Why from this warped logic from the NPP?
Oh.
Why? Would the Chief Justice now take the decision for the whole of the judiciary? Is that where we have gotten to?
Well, if he empanels, is that not him taking decision?
Say that again.
If he empanels those who sit on a case.
So you are telling me that the justices of the Supreme Court are so gullible that one man empanels them and decides what they decide? Is that what we have gotten to?
We're saying that doesn't matter at all?
Come again?
Doesn't matter at all? Does it play any role at all?
It doesn't play any role. These are independent-minded judges. We even have people who are writing dissenting opinion. And everybody's allowed to write their opinion.
Yeah.
What is that the concept of separation of powers? Is that where we have gotten to? That we should be fighting, then it's called separation of powers. We should be at loggerheads, then it's called separation of powers. We should be exchanging blows, then it's called separation of powers. And that because the Chief Justice decides to visit Parliament. And you know what they are forgetting? When the Chief Justice went to Parliament, he made two suggestions. He said, look, we need special courts. Now, who is in the best position to enact a law that will bring up a special court? Is the legislature. He said, we need special courts that will tackle galamsey. We need special court that will tackle PAC. That is a Public Accounts Committee's findings.
But he said a few of these things already. He didn't have to go to Parliament again.
You see, it is low when we get to that level that he didn't need to go. Now, how do we get people to do or say or understand what your values are? Unless you engage them.
You can write them.
And the Constitution allows for engagement. What's wrong if the Chief Justice engages Parliament? What's wrong? I mean, what's the crime? Is it because others have happened behind closed doors, we didn't hear of it? That's why? Is that where we have gotten to? On the 12th of June 2023, when Akufo-Addo was swearing in Justice Tokono, listen to what he said. He said, I want to assure Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono that I will be a dependable and trustworthy partner of the judiciary so that the executive and the judiciary can work together in the spirit of mutual respect to consolidate the tenets of good governance for the benefit of the people of Ghana. He wanted to even be a dependable partner. Partner in what? Bear his logic.
Please take that statement, that line again.
Which one? He said, I want to assure the Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokono, I will be a dependable and trustworthy partner of the judiciary so that the executive and the judiciary can work together in the spirit of mutual respect to consolidate the tenets of good governance for the benefit of the people of Ghana. Okay. This is the president talking when you were swearing in Justice Tokono. What kind of partnership are you talking about? What kind of development partnership are you talking about? If the current logic of the NPP holds, then it means they should have been fighting. But this is your president outgone, saying that he wanted to be a dependable partner to the judiciary. Where are we? How did we get this low? This is not the kind of opposition we got in the past. We thought that opposition meant alternative views. We thought that it meant offering other platforms for development. We thought that it meant partnership. We thought that it meant good governance. We thought that it meant listening to the people and doing as it is. Not this kind of logic that has to do only with the interest of the warped interest of the NPP. If the NPP had anything better to offer this country, they wouldn't have seen the kind of humiliating defeat they had seen. It is this conduct, this shallow conduct, this shallow, reasoning when it comes to issues of governance that has gotten them to this level. And they don't even seem to wake up from the reality that they have failed this country so woefully. You hear all kinds of things. That press conference was with litany of lies, litany of tantrums, throwing all kinds of, because it's not the NPP in power, so everything is useless. And we will not get there. Listen, they even made comments that henceforth they are going to block bills that will be passed by certificate of agency and all that. Forget it, nothing will happen.
Why? Why that's an area of concern.
What concern is that supposed to be?
Because when the NDC was on power, they had concerns.
By certificate of
which the NDC had concerns about.
Why? We had concerns, but did we stop it? Did we stop it?
If you didn't, they say that they have.
Go ahead and stop it. Nobody is stopping them. They don't even need to announce to you and I because we are not in parliament.
137,
they should mind their business. 137, we couldn't stop. We are talking about 80. How many? 80 what?
87.
What are you now?
87.
87. Please, let's be serious in this country. The way the NPP wants this country to be governed, it won't go that way.
Okay.
It's the reason they failed in government. It's the reason they took this country to the doldrum. It's the reason this country has failed internationally. It's the reason why our economy was porous. It's the reason why they lost the election. And they will continue to lose elections in this country as long as they behave like ostriches. Excuse me.
Doc, whilst you're responding to most of the comments that you have heard, I'd like you to address the consequences of the minority boycotting that meeting with the Chief Justice in the spirit of accountability and transparency. Because you say that, well, you don't, let me just use the word trust. You don't trust the head of the judiciary, but you're not part of that meeting to at least even engage, to hear or see. You boycott it completely and you leave half of the Ghanaians who are trusting you to want to hear and take decisions for us. How do we analyze this after you've addressed all of their concerns?
All right, let me say good morning to all of us on the panel. Good morning to our viewers, as well as my constituency back at University of Education, Winneba. All UTAG, UW members, special greetings to you. I don't actually subscribe. The honest truth is that I don't really subscribe to boycotts, especially when it has to do with parliamentary, issues. And my reason is this, that you have been entrusted, by your constituency to represent them, to speak on their behalf in Parliament and to promulgate, laws that will move this country into, that developmental spaces. And so when there is an issue on the floor of Parliament, as far as I am concerned, no matter your concerns and everything, you still must, play your parts and contribute to the debates in Parliament. But like I was said, the NPP actually has indicated their, mistrust for the current Chief Justice based on, the previous happenings with regards to Tokonu's case. I want to believe that, yes, in as much as, that decision did not come, in good taste for the NPP. And I have always argued against that particular, article within our constitution, the Article 146. I think I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That, the president would use it, whether to his favor or in the favor of the whole country, or probably use it, to express his dissatisfaction and all that. I feel that that constitution, more or less, is a bad weapon that we have in there. But that notwithstanding, it has been used. And I think that if the minority has anything to do, I think there should be that debate on the floor of Parliament to review that particular Article 146. Because if you are not careful, what is going to happen is that this same attitude that the minority is, showing, subsequently, other, minority leaders could also use, and then they would also portray that same behavior. The meaning is that it is not going to be something that what we witnessed or what we are witnessing and the use of this particular Article 146 will not stop. It wouldn't stop. It will be a weapon for vengeance, all right? And so it will not stop. So what if one day one party is in power and the other is in opposition, and the same article is used? It will repeat itself. Now, for me, I think that we need to address whether the visit of the Chief Justice was very important or was important or not. To me, yes, it was important. The three earlier speakers have all indicated that, he went there, to interact and then also to make certain proposals to Parliament. And when we check the commentaries and all that, obviously, one key thing comes out. The fact that we have three arms of government, isn't it? It's just like, in the village, we call it buchia. Okay, that is the traditional stove that was used in cooking. Three. When one is broken, the other two cannot support your cooking utensil. So you can't cook.
But Doc, are they meant to support each other? They're meant to check each other.
Oh, it's very important. In as much as you are checking, you are also providing guidance. You are also collaborating. You are offering advice where it is needed. And you see, I think that the whole description about separation of powers is misconstrued to me in the sense that if you are saying that the president and the executive should work separately, all right, from the functions of the judiciary and the legislature, what kind of synergy are we going to get? All right, but when they come together, for instance, if President Mahama and the executive needs to take a very certain decisions, which has legal implications. Do you think that President Mahama, who is not a lawyer, can take without getting proper advice from the Chief Justice or the Attorney General? It can't work like that. It can't work. So that's where the collaboration comes in. You understand? We know that the legislative wing of government also deals with laws. Is that not the case? Yes. And they formulate laws, and then those laws.
Okay, abuzia we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so hopsin adoye and ayetin in cancer or this ensem no tudwa ede amaya yenso ye de brem no unsubscribe ya subscribe like na share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi gossip politics so, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Any political trending stories are ekoso ewo political highway so biana abuzia ena obinyano medamase.